So this video is going to be about chasing opportunities. I feel like the expectation in college is to go to university, graduate, and then all of a sudden a list of opportunities just be sent your way, start your job, make a lot of money, and then live happily ever after. When unfortunately, from what I'm experiencing and from what I've seen others experience, that's not necessarily the case. The ones who I have seen become the most successful after graduating have been the go-getters, the ones who seem to put themselves out there and make something out of nothing. With that being said, I feel like that goes in both areas of life, not only in work, also in your sport. Now, how do you exactly do that, and what does that mean? I'm gonna be 150% honest with you. I don't know the answer, but I have found some things that have worked for me versus finding a new job, finding a new opportunity, creating something out of nothing. Let me tell you how I did it. As I previously mentioned, not all of us are as privileged enough to just go through school and then have opportunities pour out our way, whether that's becoming a professional athlete or even finding your dream job right out of school. Only 2% of athletes have the opportunity to go pro right out of school. That leaves the other percentage of us having to find our way in life, whether that's athletically or in the next phase of life. For those people who get the opportunity to continue playing and had, athletic opportunities presented their way, props to you, mad respect to you, and I wish you nothing but the best. But to the rest of us, we may need to grind a little bit. So a time for me where I had to turn nothing into something was in my athletic career. As I previously mentioned in one of my other videos, I'm currently training with a professional soccer team. Now, for those of you who may think, who cares, you're just training with a professional soccer team, you are not a pro, thank you for that. I appreciate your opinion. To the other percentage of you who know my background and who know situations and things that, I had experienced in college, this may make sense to you. Unfortunately for me, my time in college, I didn't have the most success on the pitch. Throughout my 4 years, let's just say I spent more time on the bench than I did on the field, which is okay. My team that I played for won a lot of championships. I enjoyed every moment of it, experienced a lot of high-level games, a lot of packed crowds, and a lot of memories that I will never forget. With that being said, I always did have the dream and desire to want to play at the next level professionally. But because of my circumstances of not playing in college, I feared that I was definitely not going to be able to play professionally, because who wants to take a bench player to play on a pro team? That doesn't make any sense. That's where I was wrong, and let me tell you how. I began to realize that I was the one who was in control of my future, not the coaches who were deciding my playtime on the pitch. My senior year came around, and I began to think, I don't really know what I'm going to do. I don't know what I want to do outside of soccer. I don't really have any skills, and soccer is really all I have. If I want this to happen, make it happen. And when I tell you make it happen, I'm not talking about train every day, work out all night, lift heavier weights, run faster. I'm not talking about that, because I was already doing that. For those of you who are already doing it, keep doing it. But I was talking about finding other outlets, put your future in your hands. I reached out to people that I knew who were playing professionally and honestly just asked them if they had any kind of idea about open trials or open combines or any kind of opportunity that I could be placed in to just be seen by any professional coach. Now, while doing so, I also felt the need to reach out to other coaches, agents, managers, team owners, whoever would just take the time to listen to what I had to say and say, do you guys have any spots available on your team? Are you looking to sign any players? Here's my highlight video. I'm ready when you need me. I'll cover all the expenses. That was really it. I reached out to every single team and just said exactly that. I'm willing and able to do whatever it is you're looking for me to do. All I'm looking for is an opportunity. To be honest with you, none of them responded. And if they did respond, it was, our team is full, not looking to have anyone. Actually, one team even said to me, you don't really have too many minutes in college. Why is that? What am I supposed to say? Right? I began to realize that after chasing all of these opportunities, one was going to drop, or this was just going to be a life lesson that I experienced. Well, saying that, after all of those emails were sent, I was actually invited to 3 different combines. I attended every single one of them. I went over to California, over to a team in North Carolina, and I got in touch with another agent that was able to help me out with some other kind of combine. I began to realize that the work that was being put in off the pitch was just as important as the work that was being put in on the pitch. So long story short, put in all that time and effort, then got called into preseason with the team, trained with them, didn't make the squad unfortunately, but was able to continue training, which is why I'm here today. But then began to realize that all of the skills that I did in finding a team are applicable in finding a job in the next phase of my life. No job is just gonna reach out to me, because what experience do I have? But if I'm willing to reach out and put myself out there and tell them that I'm looking to learn, experience, develop, something's gonna drop. The same way I did with soccer. It was not necessarily the way that I would have envisioned it, but I still got an opportunity. But I know that by putting in the work and finding opportunities via cold email, cold call, LinkedIn, reaching out and connecting with whoever it is that you have time to connect with, even reach out to people on Instagram. You never know who's willing to respond. You never know who's willing to take the time to take a chance on somebody. Positions and opportunities are always there. Question is, are you willing to find the opportunity, or are you waiting for the opportunity to come to you? You choose. We can end it there. Okay, let's end it.